Hey guys, what's up everybody? Welcome to another Q&A. I was just I'm not gonna say which game it is, but this morning I realized that I'm a very good gamer. I'm not here to brag or anything, because I'm also going to complain as usual, but this morning I noticed that in some video games you need to get good, but in others you need a lot of luck. And I am playing one of the hardest JRPGs I've ever played in my whole life. I was just thinking last night, what JRPGs, or what RPGs in general, not games. I mean, there are games that are like far more ridiculous than the one that I'm playing. I'm talking strictly about RPGs, and I believe that... I was just thinking last night, how many RPGs have I played in my life that are just as ridiculously hard and impossibly hard as the one that I'm currently playing? And I came up with like one or two. Or maybe three, you know. I don't know. I can't believe it, you know. I'm playing one of the hardest JRPGs I've ever played in my whole life. And I'm at the final battle. To be completely honest, I'm not hopeful. I don't think I'll survive. I'll probably die. Because I just saw this morning how it's gonna be. And I was like, I don't stand a chance. But I said the same thing about the previous battle. And I beat it, but I beat it because of luck. Because of luck. You need luck. You need RNG. You need the RNG god to favor you. And that kept me thinking, you know, how many fucking games are like that? How... I mean, this is gambling. There's no difference between games like the one that I'm playing and gambling. There's just no difference. Like, it's out of luck. Yeah, you need to get good. You need to be strategic. You need to think about what you're gonna do. How are you gonna approach the battle? How are you gonna fight the boss? What are you gonna do? Sure, that helps a lot, but that's only like 50%. That's just 50% of what you need to defeat the battle. The other 50% is just fucking RNG. There's no way, and I reloaded, say, a save state a million times between last night, between yesterday morning and today. Like, I probably reloaded the save state for 20 plus times, probably more, maybe 30 times, because I wasn't getting it my way, and I need to do things differently just to get the RNG to work. And this morning it finally did. After like 10 attempts, 10 reloads, I was just about to give up. I was like, fuck it, you know, I'm just gonna try this thing, you know, and if it works, great. If it doesn't, then I'll just review the game and say, hey, I couldn't beat the game because it's fucking impossible. And I beat the mission. But it was luck. It was fucking luck. Without luck, I wouldn't have been able to beat the fucking game. Impossible. I got into an impossible situation. I even considered restarting the whole mission, you know, but no. I beat the game. I beat the mission out of mere luck, mere chance. You know, the RNG god favored me for some reason. Now at the final battle, and it's like, this is fucking... I'm not gonna be able to beat this, but I'll try. And if I miraculously beat it, I'll let you guys know in the review. So that's my... that's all I want. I wanted to get that off my chest, because it's one of the hardest, by far one of the hardest games, JRPGs I played in my life. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But it just kept me thinking, you know, how many games are like that? Why do developers do that? I mean, what's the point? I mean, imagine you're a developer. I mean, what makes you take the decision of leave the victory chances to RNG? What goes through your mind? I mean, why would you do that to the players? I mean, do you really want people to play your game? I mean, why would you do that? I'm not saying this is not a bad game, you know. I'm just saying, like, why do that? Why give luck and RNG that much power? It's not enjoyable. It's frustrating, you know. Because then you can do your absolute best and be the best fucking gamer in the world. And if luck doesn't favor you, you're fucked. It's not your fault. You die because of something that isn't your fault. Will you call that bad programming or bad game design? Sadist developers? Yeah, I mean, it's just, yeah. I mean, there's no other explanation. I mean, why would you make your game like this? Dear developers out there, especially indies, because you love to make your games fucking hard. Do them hard, that's fine, you know, but don't make the player rely that much on RNG. Maybe just a little bit, especially if it's a strategy RPG, you know, just a little bit, you know, but give us games we can defeat with strategy, with skill, you know, not with RNG. Don't fucking do that, you know. I have the best fucking characters, and they're so overpowered, and I had to reload my save state a million times because they weren't doing critical attacks, or they weren't doing these, they were missing. Come on. That's it. I wanted to get that off my chest, because my rant isn't just about this game, it's about a lot of video games out there that I've seen, even turn-based RPGs, action RPGs not so much. There's the occasional action RPG where the RNG has a lot to do. Like, I don't know. I can't think of one right now, but there's gotta be at least a couple of action RPGs where, I mean, you just keep missing, even if you're over-leveled and you're really good at fighting and dodging and evading and guarding and attacking and hack and slashing. RNG can still fuck you up in an action RPG. It's fucking bullshit. It's bullshit, you know? So, yeah. You get the idea. Don't do that. Any other hidden gems not everyone is talking about? Why will I mention those hidden gems right now? Don't you think I would rather save them for the videos? Because if I mention them right now, you're gonna be like, oh, then I'm not gonna watch the video, Eric, because you already mentioned the hidden gems. Yeah. No, Yum Yum. Why did Sega lose the console war? That's funny in Spanish. Yeah, we all know why they... I mean, Sega is a company that's been around for like 60 plus years, believe it or not. If you think Sega started in the 80s, oh no. Sega has been around for over 60 years, man. Sega is as old as a lot of our parents. A lot of your parents. But yeah, we all know Sega is like one of the stupidest fucking... I love Sega, especially the old Sega. I hate modern Sega with a passion. But I loved Sega from the 90s, early 2000s, you know. I love that Sega. But let's be honest, it's one of the stupidest fucking video game companies of all time. The amount of stupid decisions they do, even nowadays, like standing publicly against the Stop Killing Games movement, that was like... Really? Really, Sega? And being super ultra politicized and being... I mean, what's wrong? Why are they so fucking stupid? They never fucking learn, man. It's incredible. Incredible. In an incredibly stupid company. Have I ever played any of the Nexomon games? No, I've never heard about that. Tales of Arise, that you just mentioned one example out of like 100. Suffers from a bit overpowered bosses from what I remember. That's like 6 out of 10 JRPGs, man. Not just Tales of Arise. Which art style in any JRPG is your least favorite? You know, the one in Vandal Hearts is not as bad as people say or make it out to be. You know, it's not great. I think it's a bit ugly, you know, but it's still, I mean, it has its charm. I kind of like it. But for some reason, that was the first game that came to my mind. But it's not that. I don't know. The remix of the first 2 Fire Emblems on the game on the Nintendo DS, Shadow Dragon and New Mystery of the Emblem. The art style didn't favor a lot of characters. I mean, it looked fine for some of the girls, for example, but other girls looked fucking no. You know, I don't know, but it's not that bad. I mean, there's gonna be others, you know, that are really fucking horrible. Like, take Blaze and Blade, for example. Well, the 2D art style is fine, but the character polygons look fucking horrendous. You know? But strictly speaking about art style, I will have to, like, really look into it and see a list of games, you know, a list of JRPGs with really bad art style. Like, I don't know. What about you guys? That's an interesting question for all of you. You know? I have no idea. Like, there's gotta be a couple of JRPGs that have really ugly art style. But, like, as I said, you know, I don't think it's that bad, the Shadow Dragon art style or Vandal Hearts. It's just not. I don't know. Have you played the Rans series? No, never heard about them. Rans. I think you or maybe somebody else has mentioned that before, but I haven't. I don't know. I haven't seen it. I don't know anything about it. Are my ears feeling better? No, I have tinnitus. It's for life, apparently. Yeah. I went to the doctor last Monday, and she couldn't figure it out. She was like, "Oh, I'm gonna give you some medicine for your throat and for your nose because I have a bad nose. This." I don't know how do you guys call this in English? You know, this it's like fucked up, this part. It's a pretty common thing. My dad has it, my brother has it, you know. It's like crooked nose. I think that's the term. Crooked nose. And she said, "Oh, you're gonna take this for the nose, you know, and then you're gonna go and do some study, you know, deviated septum," says JP Farm. I don't know if that's a term, but yeah, it's like this. Deviated. So, and I also told her, you know, I'm a streamer, you know, I edit videos. And editing videos, I mean, maybe, you know, during my whole career, I've never edited a video live. I remember doing a video many years ago called How I Make My Videos. And that's for members only here on YouTube. It's like an hour-long video or 2-hour-long video. It's a long video, you know, and I explain step by step how I make my videos. But I didn't show footage of my editing software, and if I did, I don't remember. But editing a video is like constantly turning on and off the sound. Like you're hearing something, and then you cut it, and then you hear it again, and then you cut some more, and you're constantly doing that to your ears, you know. As you may already know, I also play the guitar, the electric guitar, every night. Only for like half an hour, and it's not really loud, because if it was loud, my neighbor will complain, you know. With every right. So it's not really loud, but the amplifier is here right next to me. Yeah, but during a big chunk of my life, I listened to music on my headphones and earphones, really loud, especially when I was in the bus, because in this fucking country, buses are fucking garbage, you know, and the bus drivers are a bunch of fucking assholes, you know, and a lot of them have really loud, horrible music, you know, and I used to put my earphones and my headphones, you know, and the volume all the way up to max, so I would fucking drown their horrible music, you know. That happened a lot when I was still younger, you know, so all of this stuff, I told her that, and she was like, "Oh, it could be this, it could be that, it could be this, so we're just gonna do a million tests," and I was like, "Fuck this," you know. So I talked to a cousin of mine. He also has tinnitus and has had tinnitus for like many years. And he was like, "No, don't waste your time." I went to a lot of doctors, and they all say different fucking things, and they're all full of shit, until I hit one that was fucking honest. And he told me, "No, you got tinnitus. It's for life. Forget it. Nothing you can do." A lot of people have it. A lot of people in my profession have it. YouTubers, streamers, video editors, musicians, you know, the large majority of people who do that have tinnitus, so it's here to stay, apparently, here for life. I will continue to look for maybe some tips and tricks that can reduce it, but I think this is here to stay forever. Yeah, tinnitus sucks. It does suck, man. You eventually get used to it. My cousin said, "Don't worry, you're gonna get used to it," you know, but I have to sleep now. I sleep with a white noise machine, And now it's gotta be a little bit louder to drown the sound in my head. How ironic is that? Anyway, so thanks for asking, Dragon. Wish I could say my ears were fixed and they're feeling better, but no, I'm fucked for life, apparently. Anyway, favorite Sega character? By Sega? Or could it be anybody, any character from a game published by Sega? I don't know, I think I will probably choose Kazuma Kiryu. I don't know, there's way too many characters, man. Easiest final boss ever? Probably the one in Rhapsody, A Musical Adventure. One of the easiest JRPGs ever made, if not the easiest. Anybody can beat that game, man, even a 10-year-old. What house did you choose in Fire Emblem Three Houses? I chose Edelgard. And I don't regret it. It was worth it. Your copy of Redemption Reapers for the Switch has arrived. That's fantastic, man. Would you say that Square Enix is worse than Sega? Nowadays, they're about the same. You don't like the Vanillaware art style. What are these crowns that we have? I have no idea. We've tried figuring them out before. We don't know. I think it's they give a crown to every user that chats, that types something first. Like, I have no idea, man. It's a fucking thing YouTube made up to make you guys feel special. Favorite game based on an anime? So far, I'm really enjoying Dragon Ball Z Attack of the Saiyans. I also like Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, but I never beat it. Full Metal Alchemist, the action RPGs on the PlayStation 2. The first one is not that great, but the second one is great. You know which one? I only played the demo, but One Piece Odyssey, the demo was great. I want to play Fairy Tail now. All runs are hentai games, eroge games, ecchi games. How do you feel about credit card companies forcing Steam to remove rated R games? They are? That's horrible. I mean, who doesn't have a... I don't have a credit card, but I have a debit card, and it's fucking Visa. You know? What are the options? Visa or MasterCard? And they're just as evil. So... those companies have been intervening a lot in certain political stuff for no fucking reason. I don't understand why. It's like they want to lose money, but you know, these companies are part of the New World Order, probably controlled by the same mafia that controlled the government during the Biden administration. So, no opinion, man. There's no point in talking about that anymore. People don't give a shit. People don't want to hear. They don't give a shit. I talked about these for years. I changed nothing, and it cost me my career. Great. I don't give a shit about the Superman movie. Plague Road has a really bad art style. Yeah, it does, and not only that, that's a really bad game. It's one of the worst indie games I've played in my life. It's really bad. Sometimes our bodies break and we have to learn to live with it. Well, my mind broke a long time ago, and now my body broke, so now I'm completely broken. I'm gonna have to live with that. YouTube must think these crowns are special. YouTube thinks everybody is special until you criticize them. Thank you, ZTET007. Oh, Newcomb. What's up, man? I was like, hey, a new user has made a donation. But no, it's Newcomb. Thanks. What's that profile picture you have? She looks like a... Is she Cosmos? Anyway, I really enjoy your video on Trinity Trigger. I was on the fence about it, but with your video, I bought it. How much did you pay for it? I remember the game for like a month ago, like a month and a half ago. the special edition was like $35 on the PS5. I didn't buy it because, you know, I kind of gave up on collecting. But I remember seeing that, you know. I don't know how much it goes for nowadays. Hopefully you didn't pay too much for it because you bought it for $29 physical for Switch. Well, there you go. That was a great price. Yeah. Exit games is really fucking weird. Some of their games are super rare and expensive, you know, and never go down in price, but others are dirt cheap. It's like they either printed a lot of copies or a lot of people didn't buy the game. I have no idea. But anyway, you're welcome, Exit Games. I recommended your game, someone bought it. You're fucking welcome. Go fuck yourselves. Anyway, I missed some. Have you played Dynasty Warriors before? Yeah, I have. I beat the second game. Dynasty Warriors 2, which I believe it's the first of its kind because the first one was a fighting game. I beat the second one on the PlayStation 2 many years ago with the girl. There's only like one girl in the game. So I beat the game with her. Great game. But I wouldn't call myself a fan, you know. Hey Shinji, what's up? Will I gain experience if I kill the final boss? It's really rare. Sometimes, in most JRPGs you don't gain any experience, but in some you do. Because there's a post-game, you know, and they give you experience because they know you will probably continue playing the post-game content, you know. So, yeah. Some final bosses do give you experience. You like Galactus? Okay. This song is called Galactic Highway. I don't even know which game it's from. What the? What's this? What is this from? I don't know why I have this. Probably from a shoot 'em up or something. Wow. I haven't seen the Hunter x Hunter anime. Were you ever interested in Dark Souls? No, just Code Vein, AI Limit. I don't know. Tempest 2000 music? Maybe? I don't know, it could be, you know. I mean, Galactic Highway right now, the song we're listening to, I don't know if it's from Tempest, I have no idea. Sometimes I download songs to talk about certain games, and I've had them for years, and I forgot which game they belong to. And it doesn't say, I probably downloaded it from YouTube or somewhere because it doesn't say which game it is, which is unusual. You didn't like Tales of Arise, Newcomb? Why? Tales of Arise is one of those games that just leave... And people love talking about that game. I love talking about that game. I was just thinking yesterday, I mean, I have a lot of favorite games out there, but not all of them. I don't love talking about them all the time. I could talk about Chrono Cross all day long with anybody, no problem. But there are like Suikoden 5, for example. I don't know, for some reason I mean, I like talking about every JRPG in existence, right? Especially my favorites, but there are certain games that, like Monarch, for example, like I could have a conversation about Monarch with anybody out there, or Tales of Arise is another one, you know. Like, I like talking about it, even though it's far from being one of my favorite JRPGs of all time. It's not even in my top 50 or even top 100. I don't have a personal top 100, but if you go to my blog and count from Chrono Cross and below, I don't think Tales of Arise is in the top 100, you know. But I like talking about it. And Monarch, you know, I like talking about other JRPGs. Others I don't like talking about, like Time and Eternity. Resonance of Fate. Do I like action RPGs? No. I was just talking about Tales of Arise because I don't know. I felt the story was very generic. Combat for me wasn't very deep. Combat deep as in Tales of Grace's deep? No, it's not. But deep as in it's really fucking hard and you gotta get good? I think it is. I think the combat in Tales of Arise was one of the best things about it. The story was probably the weakest thing. Because it starts off really good, but then you start noticing some political patterns, you know? And then it's like, I don't know, and then it goes very sci-fi, very Star Ocean-ish, and no. I don't think it's a bad story, or generic, but it's not a great story in Tales of Arise. Like, it went off the rails, you know? It was on the right track, but it went off the rails for some reason. That's my opinion, you know. I have 2 fucking reviews of that game. The original review when the game came out from like 4 years ago, and I did a review about it called "Is It Worth Playing?" Out of your whole game collection, which game do you think you got for the best price? As in, you thought it was an absolute bargain? Haunting Ground. Well, I've told my story before that I got Path of Radiance and Xenosaga 3 basically for free because I was a reseller back then and I bought a GameCube with several games for I don't know, probably $100. You know, I bought a GameCube with several games, including Path of Radiance, for $100. So I sold the GameCube and all of the games except Path of Radiance for like $200, you know. So I got my money back, I made some profit, and I kept my copy of Path of Radiance, you know. So I got it for free. And the same with Xenosaga 3. Exact same example, you know. I sold almost everything and I kept my copy of the copy of Xenosaga 3 in my collection and it's still there, you know. So I got them for free. How... I cannot think of a better bargain than that. Well, if we're talking strictly about a game that I paid money for without being an investment, Haunting Ground. I found it at Blockbuster, complete in box, mint condition for 129 Mexican pesos, which back then was like not even $10, you know, like $5 probably. $5-7, you know? And nowadays it's a $500 game, $400, you know, it's super expensive. The weather in your state has been shitty. Yeah, it's been pretty shitty. Extremely shitty. The weather in this fucking city is always shitty. All year long. Hey, Wes. Thank you very much, Vent. I've never seen that currency before. IDR? 20,000? What's that? I think it was just like $2. The equivalent of $2. But what's IDR, Vent? Where are you from? Indonesia. Oh, wow. Indonesian rupee. Rupiah. Why is it rupiah? I read rupee. Because fucking Zelda. So 20,000 Indonesian rupees is the equivalent of like $2? Damn, the world economy. I appreciate the donation, man. So can you request Glorious Days from the Runs series? Well, today isn't a request stream, but let me think about it, if I can find it. What the fuck is this? Claymates? This sounds like the Grandia music when they're eating, when they're having dinner, right? Listen to this. That's a Super Nintendo game, by the way, Claymates. Pretty good. Decent. Yeah, sounds a bit circus-ish, but it also sounds like the music when you're having dinner in the Grandia games. So, what was the name of the song? My Glorious Days. My Glorious Days. Found it. Okay. This version has, I mean, let me find it somewhere else because, I mean, I think it's got copyright. There we go. This is sick, man. So this is a hentai game. What kind of fucked up game is this, man? Are these RPGs or something, or are they visual novels? Thanks again, Newcomb. I liked your video with Oscar, but it was usually to see you outside touching grass. Oh, unusual. Yeah, I was like, usually? Yeah, very unusual. I don't do a lot of outside or outdoor shots anymore because the place where I live, it's almost impossible to shoot. There's so many people and so many noises. There's a construction across the street, you know. It's really hard. But I'll try to do more outdoor shots for future videos a little bit more often. You know, I really like doing that video. I had a blast doing that video, you know. I did because I liked it. I don't know if it's gonna succeed. Probably not, because there's not a lot of interest in video game collecting or holy grails in my channel anymore. Like, everybody is obsessed with Switch and PS4 remasters and shit. But I really wanted to do that video. I planned it for months, and it finally happened. And I'm so happy some people liked it, you know. It was a great video to do. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It's a really unusual video. Even if you don't care about the holy grails or video game collecting, check it out. You might find a hidden gem that you might want to emulate, or that you want to add to your games to beg companies to remaster one day and ruin. What do you think of Vanillaware? What do you think Vanillaware is going to do after Unicorn Overlord? They're already working on a game. Last year, they released a post asking people for... they're hiring programmers. They need programmers to work on their next new game. They're already working on their next game. What studio that no longer exists do you miss the most? Probably Imageepoch. I mean, there's... yeah. Probably that one. Imageepoch, yeah. Yeah, sure, they made Time and Eternity, and that made them bankrupt. For good reasons, you know, but they also made a lot of great fucking games. So I wish Imageepoch was still around. I see another bigger game shelf than the one behind you in the JRPG Holy Grails video. Is it also in this room? No, pay attention. Watch the video again. That's not my room. What does my t-shirt says? It says Shin Megami Tensei. It's a Shin Megami Tensei t-shirt. Ron's series is 100% JRPG games with visual novel. Oh, okay. Kinda like Bloody Vampire, huh? Bloody Bride. I'm sorry, Bloody Bride. You were happy to see the ducks in my video? Man, it's such a pain in the ass to shoot the ducks. They hate you. I mean, it's really hard. And if you wanna... I mean, I could like manipulate something, you know, work something out to make them come to me or something, you know, but then people are always there. And they're gonna... I'm pretty shy, you know. I may not look like it, but I'm pretty shy when it comes to shooting outdoors. I don't like people seeing what I'm doing or what I'm shooting. with the camera or filming, you know? I hate that. I don't like people seeing me work. You know? It's because they're all, I don't know. It's probably insecurity or something, but I mean, I just feel like I'm gonna fuck up or something, and if they see me chasing after the dogs trying to film them, they might think I'm doing something wrong, or I don't know. I wish I had more shots with the ducks, but they made it to the video. Far away, swimming at the lake. Yeah, that's a park that's near where I live. Anyway, so yeah, that was Oscar. You joined in late. Now we were just talking about it. I also made a shot in the old house where I used to shoot my intros for my really old videos from like 2017 and 18. That was my parents' house. I went to my parents' house and I made that shot. Who is the Holy Grail dog in the Holy Grail video? That's Maddie. That's my parents' dog. She's like, she's 9 years old. She just turned 9 years old. She's a bit old. Yeah, she still plays around though. The reason I showed her is because she's been in 2 videos, but really old videos. She was in the first Rage Quit video. When I started yelling near the end of the video, I yelled at her, and she was like staring at me. Like, what did I do wrong? And I remember people talked about that, so... I mean, most viewers don't even know her and have never seen that dog before, but for the people who are fans of the Rage Quit videos that I've done in the past, they know the dog. She's there. But yeah, that's the dog, man. What are your thoughts on the Switch 2 game cards? How does it impact your thoughts on potentially buying a Switch 2? I'll never buy a Switch 2, I don't give a shit about it. Unless it's like $100 or something. I have zero interest in the Switch 2. And I couldn't care less about key cards. You know, I'm a video game collector. Was a video game collector, so I'd rather emulate. If it's gonna be digital, I'd rather emulate and do it for free. If I'm gonna buy something, it better be fully physical, you know. The game in the cartridge, not in a key card. Eric taking shots with the geese was a cherry on top. In the last video, they were just swimming back behind me, you know, but you should see the... what was it, like the best Super... You know, I just released a video called Top 10 Nintendo DS. Best Nintendo DS JRPGs versus my favorites. So, last year I did a video called Top 10 Best Super Nintendo JRPGs versus my favorites. The dogs are there. The dogs also made an appearance on a video I did, very successful video called Top 10 Most Complex JRPGs Ever Made. That video has like almost 100,000 views. It was very successful. The dogs are also there. I've done shooting with the dogs. Ducks. Oh, somebody made a donation. Thank you, Shinji, for the super chat. Have you ever had any bizarre, weird experiences before when you had your store? And by the K? By the way, that Chrono Trigger scene with Oscar is awesome. Yeah. He bought the game a long time ago. I remember. He rubbed it in my face. He didn't tell me. I remember. I think I remember going to his house, and then I saw it there, and I was like, what? When did you get this? You know, and, oh, yeah, I got it, like, blah, 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 and, ha, ha, ha. And I was like, ah! I will be, believe it or not, I mean, I know Chrono Trigger is far more expensive, so it's way more worth owning, but I will prefer to own a full complete in-box copy of Super Mario RPG, because that's the game I'm most nostalgic for. But yeah, I will love to have Chrono Trigger or any other Super Nintendo JRPG complete in box. And what do you mean weird, bizarre experiences? Before when I had my store. Like, what do you mean? I don't understand the question. Bizarre experiences? Weird experiences? You mean when I bought a game or something? Maddie's adorable. Looks like a fox. She hates passionately having her picture taken. Whenever anybody tries to take her picture, she looks the other way. But my mom took a picture of her a few days ago, and you're not gonna fucking believe it. I'm gonna show it to you guys right now. Let me just transfer the picture from my phone to here, to my computer. Yeah. You guys are gonna love this fucking picture. She looks... And this is the best picture ever, man. Okay. It's there. Give me a few seconds. Oh, fuck. It's not gonna be here. Nintendo wants you to own nothing. That's right. Because they're a bunch of communists. While capitalizing on everything they can. Fucking hypocrites. All of these companies, man, they're fucking hypocrites. If some of you guys watching here watching right now are socialists or communists or woke, you know, these fucking companies, they don't give a shit about you. They're just using you. They don't give a rat's ass. Okay, I got it. Are you guys ready to see the cutest dog ever in history? My parents' dog, everybody. 9 years old. That's her. Look at that. My mom sent this picture because she was there was a lot of thunder and she was frightened. You know how most dogs fear thunder and rockets, you know, and those heavy sounds in the sky? Well, it was there was like a lightning storm and she was really scared, and my mom took that picture a few days ago, just a few days ago. Look at that. Look at that, man. Oh. The chat crashed for me. YouTube doesn't even like my dogs. What's wrong with you, YouTube? Oh, it's because I talk about socialism and communism, you know, yeah. They hate that. Yeah, she looks like a fox, right? That's her. That's Maddie. Maddie. That's her. She got lost last year, exactly 1 year ago, in the middle of the raining season. She got lost. She ran away from home, and it took us 3 days to find her. It was devastating, because she's so small. Look at her. She's a hybrid. Man, it's a miracle we got her back somehow. Somebody found her in another place, you know, in like a park. And they told my dad, and my dad went, because, I mean, I should say that's my dad's dog, not my family or my parents' dog. That's my dad's dog. Anyway, that's it. Back to your goddamn questions. Yeah, it was fucking horrible. I cried. Like, I'm not gonna lie. When they told me she was lost, I cried. And I think I remember that same day or the next day, I took a bus and went there to help look for her. We couldn't find her. It was awful. That's your dog, sister? No, she's not my sister. No, she hates being taking pictures of her. She hates it, man. But isn't that the best fucking picture ever? I mean, come on, that's a miracle in all of her pictures. I mean, you saw the video of the Holy Grails video, right? I mean, she not even once she looked at the camera. She was like, no, get this fucking camera away from me. She's always like that. Never. And I knew that was gonna happen. It's not like, oh guys, that shot was so difficult to do. No, I just shot whatever I could for like 1 minute and that's it. I was like, I'm not even gonna bother. I'm just gonna leave the camera there and go somewhere else to see what she does. Your cat buries her face in your arms. All animals fear that, you know, they're frightened of that. Most of them. I had a dog, I had a German Shepherd. Let me see if I have a picture of her. In this computer. Yeah, I do. This is a really old picture. I had a German Shepherd. She died in an accident like 8 years ago. Well, I've told this story before. I suspect she didn't die. More like somebody adopted her. But it's a long story. I don't want to talk about it. But this is a German Shepherd, and she was never scared of thunders, you know. Oh, it's a small picture. Sorry about that. But yeah, that's Meet Raika. This picture was taken like 10 years ago. This is a really old place. It's fucked up, as you can see. Look at that door. You know, that's Raika. Kind of like Laika, the dog, the German Shepherd that went to space. That was a long time ago. So I named her Raika. Raika. That was my German Shepherd. Yeah, I may have another picture, you know, of her. Maybe a closer picture. No, I don't. That's the only picture I have in this computer. I have more pictures of her in another computer, but yeah. So that's my previous dog. She, Raika, not raging. What do you mean raging, man? Raika, 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 Raika. She's probably dead by now. I mean, if she was still alive, she will be like 17 years old, which is unusual for a German Shepherd. I think German Shepherds only live for like 12, 15 years max, you know. So if she's still alive, if that the story was a lie, you know, and she didn't die, she's probably dead by now because of age. How many siblings do you have? An older brother and a younger sister. I'm the sandwich. I'm in the middle. Eric's still badass in his younger years. I was like, I was posing, man. I was posing. I'm not gonna lie. I remember that shot. I was posing. I wanted to look cool, you know, like next to her, like really cool, you know. I look really young, huh? That was like 10 years ago. Now I'm old. So if I missed any of your questions for you people who don't give a damn about dogs, it's like, is he gonna at some point is he gonna be over with his dog conversation? I want to ask him about Clair Obscure for the 100th time. What's the most expensive game you own, but you don't have nostalgia about it? You're only keeping it for the value. Yum Yum asked me that. Okay, so that's a good question. I don't think I have one just for the value, though. I used to. I don't know, man. That's a good question. Do I have any game in my collection that's like really expensive and I don't care for it, but I'm only keeping it because of its value? I don't think I have one, but my special edition of Cry Machina. That was a fan gift. Matt, I don't know if he's watching, he sent that to me, you know. I don't think it's that rare and expensive, you know, yet. But it's one of those games, they didn't print a lot of copies and I'm sure it's gonna go rare. And I really don't care for it, but it's a fan gift. It's a gift, right? But a game that I bought on my own or something, you know, and it's expensive and I don't care for it, I don't think I have one. Yeah, sorry, man. I don't think I have one. Like, I have some games in my collection that I don't care about, or I have doubles, you know, that I could sell, but they're like dirt cheap. Nobody cares about them, you know. Alright, so what's the best non-human sidekick mascot in an RPG? Obviously Bianca from Shadow Hearts Covenant, Shiro from Suikoden 2. Those two wolves dogs are the best. Everybody knows it. Everybody knows that. What happened to the door? Oh, in the picture you saw from 10 years ago? I don't know. I think they changed it and I They needed to like fix the part next to it, you know, something like that. It's Raika, not Laika. My sister doesn't really like video games. She loves Final Fantasy IX. We beat the game together many years ago. And she also kind of played and liked Super Mario RPG, but that's about it. That's top two. My sister's top two RPGs, Final Fantasy IX and Super Mario RPG, that's it. Thank you, Eka. Do you consider Bagel in Cowboy Bebop? I don't remember. Where are you now when playing .hack Link? Are you halfway there? Oh, I ditched the game, man. I didn't like it. It's way too repetitive. It's not a bad game. I think it's a good game. It's just extremely repetitive, you know. I have a small review of it, you know. I probably won't turn into a video, but I'll probably use the clip for a top 10 or for a future top 10 or something when I talk about it again. Because I used it in a top 10 that failed miserably, probably because of the bad thumbnail, and I deleted the video. So I'm probably gonna butcher the video and grab certain clips for certain... I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'll talk about it. It's just... I don't recommend it, man. Why are GameCube games so expensive? I don't know, they've been expensive for a while. Anything Nintendo usually gets expensive at some point for a long period of time. Same, Yum Yum, everybody supports my hobby. Not my hobby, more like my job. Are there any tales of games beside Legendia in your top 10 JRPGs? Legendia is not even in my top 10. You can see my top 10 anytime. Guys, go to my blog, my website, ericlandonblogspot.com. In the description of this video, you will find a link to it. RPG scores. There's a section called RPG scores. You know, click on that and you'll see 500 plus RPGs ranked on a scale from 5 to 10. I should probably correct that and make it a scale to 1 to 10, just to see Time and Eternity at 0 punctuation. And Virtual Highlight. 0 punctuation. You can pretty much see my top 10 in there, you know. Legendia is not in my top 10, not even top 20. There isn't a single Tales game in my top 20. Unbelievable. But Legendia is my number 1, my favorite Tales game ever. Out of nostalgia though, I admit, it took me years to admit that the game is not perfect, it's not really the masterpiece. It has a lot of flaws, you know, but I fucking love it, I don't give a shit. Will you do a Holy Grail video of games that you don't have yet? No. Like, I don't see a point. That will be like a top 100 Holy Grails that I don't have. You've been loving the Patreon podcasts. Thank you very much. A new episode, it's probably gonna come next week. I do one a month, once per month. It used to be once a week, but a lot of people took advantage of that. They will join and immediately cancel. Yeah, there are a lot of asshole people in the world. So I changed it to once a month. Link to my Patreon in the description. You get some benefits like having access to a private chat. You can listen to Eric Landon Uncensored, which is a very controversial, politically incorrect podcast. It's really good, it's really interesting. I talk about things that I don't like talking about here on YouTube because, you know, they get angry and fuck me in the ass every time they can. There's also some posts that I'm trying to do more often. It's just most people have already gotten used to the fact that I don't post often, so they don't give a shit. Well, they will start giving a shit. You know, and the best thing of it all, you support me, you support this channel, and I can continue making videos and doing these goddamn Q&As every goddamn Sunday to answer your goddamn questions. Kodomaru? Who's from Persona 3? Yeah, also one of the best dogs ever. Do you still play co-op with Oscar? Yeah. I mean, we live in different places. We live far away from each other, you know. But whenever we hang out, yeah, we play games together. But usually we play fighting games. Or Mario Kart or something. But we do play every now and then a cooperative game. Will you support the Stop Killing Games movement? I would if it was about destroying censorship and politics, but all they care about is just the business structure. And yes, I support that, you know, but it's not a cause. If I'm going to support a cause, it's going to be a cause against censorship and DEI bullshit, you know. Are there any PS1 RPGs you quit and never finished because of being repetitive? Yeah, I've quit a lot of PS1, not that many though. I never finished Kudelka because come on, man, it's a survival horror game. You don't want to get into random battles with grid-based combat that's super slow. So imagine you get into a battle every 10 seconds and it takes you like 10 minutes to complete each battle and you do that in the entire game? How is that not repetitive? So that's the perfect example. A game I didn't finish, Kudelka. I also didn't finish for being repetitive. There aren't that many, you know. Kudelka is the most perfect example. Can't think of another one right now that I quit because of how repetitive it was. Probably Guardians Crusade, but that's not a great game either anyway. Jade Cocoon, maybe I got bored. You know. Thank you, Yum Yum. As a gamer, collector, and reviewer, YouTuber, how much does it cost to be one? How much is your monthly expenses in doing this as a job? That's a really interesting question, man, but it's so super personal and private that I'm not gonna answer it. Believe it or not, I know your intentions are, you have good intentions, but there's a lot of people out there with bad intentions. I know you're watching, you son of a bitch, and oh, they can't wait for me to answer that, so they can use it against me, so I'm not gonna answer that question, sorry, Yum Yum. Is vampire considered as non-human sidekick? Oh, no. Most of the vampires or creatures like that are actual characters, not like pet characters. Okay, Rance is really repetitive. Bloody Bride was really repetitive, you know. What score does Beyond the Beyond get? It's there in my blog. I think I gave it like a 5 point something or 6, maybe. I don't remember, man. It's there in my blog. Are you... Hexy's Force is great. Are you playing as the guy or the girl? You gotta beat the game with both. I beat the game with both to get the true ending. The gameplay in Ni no Kuni is on Nintendo DS version is kind of fun. I've never played that version. I think it's fan translated, right? Because that version never left Japan. We only got back then the PS3 version. Then it was remastered. Politics and religion is always polarizing to talk about. Yeah, man, especially nowadays. It's just ridiculous, man. You say whatever and half of the world already hates your guts and wants to see you dead. Jesus. Do you have spicy content on your Patreon? Oh, yeah! If there are any patrons here who listen to my podcast, like Queen here, Queen, you can answer that question. Do I have spicy content on my Patreon? The podcast is like super spicy, man. If I posted the podcast, never mind. You finished Kudelka. That's crazy. Hoshigami, terrible game. Asher Dreams, you cannot ask that on Twitch or anywhere, Yum Yum. Become a Patreon, and maybe you can ask me privately. The shortest JRPG game you've ever played? Anything from the NES era, you know, you can beat... if you know what you're doing, or if you use a guide, you can beat the first Dragon Warrior game in 2 hours, maybe. 1 hour. I'm not kidding, it's super short. Tales of the Tempest is at least 15 hours. Come on. You want to play short RPGs, you're gonna have to go retro. Play any version of the original Ys games, Ys 1 and 2. Any version, even the PSP remakes, which are the best versions to play, in my opinion. You can beat them in like 5-7 hours max. The Odin Felgana is also really short. You can beat it in less than 10 hours. Muramasa the Demon Blade, well, a lot of people don't think of Muramasa as a short JRPG, or as a JRPG. They think it's just a side-scroller hack and slash. I respect that, but if you consider this an action RPG, you can beat the game in like 5 hours. Oh, are we listening to Code of Princess? That's another one. It's not really an RPG, 100%. More like a beat 'em up with RPG elements, but you can beat this game in, what, like 4 hours maybe? 5 hours? You know? Suikoden 1 is really short. If you forget about recruiting all characters and you don't care about the bad ending, you can beat Suikoden 1 in like 10 or 12 hours. It's a really short game, you know? I have videos on that, you know? I've made videos on the shortest JRPGs ever. I have a couple of those. Check them out. That's right, Was. That's what my podcast entails. What do you mean you wish it was spicy? It is very spicy. The podcast is very spicy. You know? Oh, what do you mean spicy? I think spicy, I think of spicy food. I think of food. Maybe I'm hungry. Beyond the Beyond is really fucking difficult, man. I agree with that. I didn't like the first Ni no Kuni, man. I doubt I'll ever give the Nintendo DS version a chance, but thanks for letting me know. If I ever get to talk about it, I'll be sure to bring that up. Have you ever considered becoming a speedrunner? No, I'm not. The only game I think I could probably speedrun is Chrono Cross. Or maybe Super Mario World, but where's the fun in that? I don't understand the fun in that. Have you listened to any YouTubers who were abusive to their subscribers? Like me? Besides me? Am I abusive? I abuse you a lot, don't I? No. I don't know, man. Nowadays, you know, viewers and audiences are so sensitive that anything we say as YouTubers or public figures, you know, can be considered as abusive. Atari JRPG. Are there any Atari RPGs? I don't know any. I know some computer system RPGs from before the NES era, you know. Well, they were more kinda in the vein of Tower of Druaga, which is more an arcade game, or more on the text adventure side of things, or something inspired by chess or Dungeons and Dragons, you know? Yeah, the really early RPGs, you play them and it's like, this is not really an RPG, you know? The first RPG ever that feels like an RPG is Dragon Warrior. Or Ys, the original Ys. Oh, you're saying Oscar gained weight and looks better? Well, there you go, Oscar. Oscar rarely watches these Q&As, but if you're watching Oscar, there you go. You look better. You hated Ys Books 1 and 2. No. Which versions did you play? The DS versions? Because those versions are not the best. I strongly recommend the PSP versions of Ys Books 1 and 2. Most of the versions of those two games are pretty rough. They're severely outdated and not that fun to play. The PSP versions, those are the ones you want to play. The music in those, oh man, great, phenomenal. Yeah, the DS version. Running into your enemy. Wait a second, in the DS version you can hack and slash. In the Nintendo DS version you can use your sword. Never play Ys Tactics. No, never. Ys Strategy, never play it. My review is more than enough to tell people to stay the hell away from it. Oh, speaking about Oscar, did he figure out how to AI English dub your podcast? No. If you could create any video game merchandise, what will it be? I will, you're a woman, right? I was gonna say something really, not that nasty, you know, but I've said before that I would like to own statues of these size of A2 from Nier Automata or something, you know. Just a statue. Now, honestly, in all honesty, I don't know what kind of video game merchandise would I offer. I don't know. I really like soundtracks and art books, and that's usually what comes with special editions, right? So I need to set up my own merchandise. I'd like to release a Blu-ray, and I'd like to release some T-shirts, maybe coffee cups, you know. But I need to find the right company. Some companies have reached out to me before. One of them reached out recently, but it's super woke, and I was like, no thanks, I don't want to work with you. And another one seemed very fishy, you know, like I need to find the right company to help me do this, you know, set up my own merchandise. You want Ys 1 and 2 on Switch? Do you recommend playing Drakengard 3 before the previous entries? Well, Drakengard 3 allegedly is like a prequel to the series, right? It's never been confirmed by Yoko Taro. But sure, man. It's not that I recommend playing Drakengard 3. It's like I think it's okay. It's a good game to start with. It has a lot of problems though. It's gonna drive you insane, but it's worth finishing. It's very funny. You're gonna love the characters and the story and the gore. You're gonna love the graphics. In graphics, not the performance. You know, the performance of that game is terrible. It has a lot of frame rate issues and screen tearing and lag. I mean the art style of the characters, the 3D models, you know, and the visuals, you know. Take away all the technical problems of Drakengard 3, and it's honestly a really good looking game, you know. Yeah, sure, man, play it before the others. You'd buy my merc? Sweatpants and a t-shirt? Sweatpants? I don't know. If I will do that. But have a t-shirt? Sure. T-shirts are okay. Sweatpants? I don't think so. You're welcome, Dax in the game. You're welcome. It's my pleasure. Ys 1 and 2 remake with modern Ys gameplay, as in with like Ys 8 or 10 controls and combat. That will be great. What do you think of Reinatis? I didn't play it. I think there's a demo, right? And I know I can play it, you know. I don't know anything about it. I think it was like a failure, like it got mixed reviews. It's a NIS America game, translated by NIS America, so you already know how I feel about that. I probably won't play it, but I barely know anything about it. Came out last year, didn't it? What will you put on the Blu-ray that you mentioned earlier? I will probably put some bloopers and some exclusive videos, you know. Otherwise, I mean, I'm not gonna make you buy a Blu-ray of content that you can watch for free on YouTube. I will put some YouTube videos, of course. But yeah, I will make exclusive videos for it. I will put some bloopers, something extra, you know. A lot of goodies and extras, you know, so people can get their money's worth. You know, lots of footage, lots of things, you know, that are not on YouTube. Docs. I will film the docs. Yeah, I will do something, man. Was it Vandal Hearts, your number one PS1 RPG game? No. My number one is Chrono Cross. You should know that by now, and if you don't, now you do. Chrono Cross is my favorite PS1 RPG ever. Vandal Hearts is not... I don't think it's in the top 10, maybe it is, I don't know. But then if you ask me what's my favorite strategy RPG on PS1, it will probably be that one, you know? My favorite strategy RPG on PS1? Yeah, Vandal Hearts, Vanguard Bandits, Cartia. My lists have helped your streams? Were you streaming my videos? That's illegal. You shouldn't do that. Eric, Dakimakura Merc when merchandise? What the hell is Dakimakura, man? What's that? Best systems for collecting JRPGs that use cartridges. Man, NES maybe? Because Super Nintendo, most JRPGs are super expensive. 64 barely has any, and they're expensive. Nintendo DS and 3DS. 3DS maybe. Nintendo DS, half of the library is already very expensive. But 3DS, Switch also uses cartridges. Switch is a good system to collect for. Yeah, I'd say if you're looking for something retro, I think it's too late. But if you don't mind something modern, 3DS and Switch probably. Reinatis is just repetitive and almost like Tokyo Xanadu, bland story, almost predictable. Okay. That's Yum Yum's review of Reinatis. What do you think about the Persona 4 remake being confirmed? I don't give a shit about it. You like collecting Furyu games? Oh. Furyu is, nowadays it's just like this America. But yeah, back in the day it used to be a cool company. You should get probably the Alliance Alive, but that was published by Atlus in North America. But there aren't too many Furyu games released in North America by Furyu, you know. Or is it Furyu? Or is it Furyu? Or Furyu? Furyu? Furyu, right? I say Furyu. Furyu. Furyu! Is East 10 proud Nordics? I don't know much about the upcoming East 10, the Royal Edition, the Definitive Edition. I don't know much about it, to be honest. I haven't read that much. I don't know what new content is it going to have. Dakimakura is a body pillow usually shaped like an anime character or something. You want merchandise of me? No. Take a picture of me and print it and put it there. Oh, you say your top 10 list and you get the games and play them for your stream. Oh, okay. That's different. For you... How good am I in the Nobunaga's Ambition games? Terrible. I'm not really a fan of those. I like strategy RPGs, but regular strategy games like those, like Romance of the Three Kingdoms, Nobunaga's Ambition, I'm not really a fan of those. I don't like them. Too many menus, too much mathematics and algebra involved. I don't like them. I'm not saying they're bad. Actually, there's a couple of them that I kind of liked, but I never went further than 40 minutes or 1 hour into them. I'm not really a fan. What's this? Black Tar. Oh, Xenoblade Chronicles X. That's no wonder. I mean, I was like, man, it's a really good song. Eiyu Senki. No, I don't think visual novel games are that fun to play unless they're like Sakura Wars. Sakura Wars is a good game to stream because you make a lot of decisions constantly, you know, and they're very fun, you know, and people engage with that, viewers engage with that, they have a good time. But games like Eiyu Senki or Fate Extra, Triple C that I was playing, you know, it gets boring, you know. There's just nothing but dialogue and dialogue and dialogue and talking and talking and talking. And Fate Extra at least has a great fucking story. It's intriguing and interesting. Eiyu Senki is a fucking piece of shit of a story. It's just it's like, you know, I want to say something about an anime that I started watching last night. After years of being out, I think it came out in 2022. It's a big deal. It's considered nowadays as one of the best anime series of all time. Probably because the animation is fucking incredible. But the story and characters are like, what? This is considered as one of the best anime series of all time? It's just a generic devil hunter organization. How many fucking devil or demon hunter organizations are there in anime series? A huge cliche. And people were talking wonders about this anime. Don't spoil anything. I haven't finished it. I'm only on episode 5. I've watched the first 5 episodes. It's called Chainsaw Man. I was so looking forward to it. I thought it was gonna be like very Fate Zero Psychopath level of, plot. But it's just the devil hunter organization. The protagonist is a guy who does everything so he can get food and grab boobs. Sure, it's funny, but I don't know, I was expecting more of it. Chainsaw Man is... I'm only 5 episodes in. I can already tell you it's one of the most overrated animes I've seen in my life. It's not bad. I'm enjoying it. I'm liking it. But I've seen that plot a million times before. So, if I play a game like Eiju Senki Live, it's gonna be like that. It's just nothing but stupid dialogue, and stupid scenes, It's just... You got bored by episode 6? Yeah, I mean, it's just like... You heard that the first arc of Chainsaw Man is generic, but then it gets crazy? Oh, okay, that gives me hope. I'll continue watching it, I'm gonna keep watching it, but these 5 episodes so far have been like, this is the same, this is just any other demon hunter organization plot that we've been seeing since 1980, it's been reused again. It evolves? Okay. I'll stick to it, maybe it'll be awesome. Maybe it's gonna be like Attack on Titan, Attack on Titan, man... You watch the first, 10 episodes, and it's like, this is a big deal. This is one of the best anime series of all time. But then you keep watching it, and then you watch more and more and more, and it's fucking awesome. Attack on Titan, it's fucking awesome. It's especially the last seasons, I know people criticized it because it went very political. Not politicized, that's a different word. Political as in it's like... It went into this really mature... and adult topics and with politics, and moral choices and stuff like that. And that's what got me into it. Attack on Titan is really fucking great, like the second half. But the first... Oh, you didn't like it. Okay. Well, I loved it, but the first 2 seasons are like, this is good, but it's not that great, But it gets like really fucking great later on. I haven't finished watching it though. Every fucking new anime with modern graphics gets called the best anime of all time, yeah. Well, I know that. But I'll give something to Chainsaw Man. The animation is like, wow. It's really impressive, But everything else is just extremely generic, Watch Solo Leveling instead. I saw that advertised last night. On my TV, on Roku TV. I have a Roku TV and I saw it there and I was like, what the fuck is this? But it's a 2024 anime. I don't trust anything new and modern. You guys know why. Too much politicized bullshit, Chainsaw Man has some themes to it that are like, what's the message in this scene? Like, oh, demons have feelings, and I want to be friendly to some demons, That's like, I'm not sure about that. Anyway. Anyone play Makai Agito? It's inspired by Soul Hacker? Interesting. Soul Hackers, huh? I've never played that. This Gaia is the worst anime ever? I haven't seen the anime. High School D, Cross D. Leveling is for the waifus? Oh, okay, it's got waifus, okay. Well, it's probably politicized. I don't want to watch it. I've been watching the Shintaro Con movies lately. I watched Perfect Blue. Amazing movie. Oh my fucking god. Love that movie. Perfect Blue. Then I watched Paprika. I liked it because it's really bizarre. But I don't know. I have mixed feelings about Paprika. great animation and shit, you know, but like, I don't know. And last night I watched Millennium Actress. Wow, incredible. It's a really slow. Halfway through the movie, Millennium Actress, I was like, is this really a Shintaro Khan movie? Like, this is just meh, you know? But no, wait, it gets better. And the ending is crushing, you know? Love Millennium Actress, really worth watching. That's it, I haven't seen the others, I want to watch more. There's this Memories movie I haven't seen. Tokyo Godfathers, you know. I've seen Paranoia Agent, the anime. I watched that a long time ago. It's easily one of my 10 favorite anime series of all time. I love it. Paranoia Agent, amazing anime. But I never watched the movies back then, until recently, for the first time. And yeah, Perfect Blue is a masterpiece, man. That's my cup of tea. It is my cup of tea. Paprika is fucking weird. I liked it, you know, but it's very silly, you know, and dumb sometimes. It's kind of like hard to take seriously. I don't know. I think Millennium Actress and Perfect Blue are a masterpiece. Both of them. Then the Netflix Devil May Cry is a joke. Anything by Netflix nowadays is a joke, man. Why? Like, it's kind of silly to bring it up. We can take for granted anything from Netflix is a joke. Anything. Not politics at all in Solo Leveling. Okay? Thank you, Hooflong. I trust your opinion on that, so I'll watch it. Oh, there's only one waifu? Well, one is all you need, man. What, you need a harem in every anime? One really hot girl is all we need. Gurren Lagann is still an amazing anime. It's kind of boring, you know. That's the anime where like characters live underground. There are cities underground, right? Because in the surface there's these monsters, right? I watched like 4 or 5 episodes of that. And yeah, the redhead girl is really sexy, but like, I don't know, man, it bored me. I found Gurren Lagann boring. Psycho Pass is a masterpiece, except Season 3. They fucked up with Season 3. Like, who are these characters? What's going on? What? Season 3 of Psycho Pass is like, no, man, no, they fucked it up. They ruined it. But the first 2 seasons of Psycho Pass is in my top 5 anime of all time. It's not even in the top. I mean, just look at it, man. Here it is. Okay, Wikipedia. List of anime series considered as the best. Like, I'm gonna capture this so you can see this. Give me a minute. Window capture. There. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move this here so you can see it. And then I'm gonna put myself. Wait, how do I? There we go. Give me one moment, I'm trying to figure this out. I'm gonna be here. So you can see the list. There we go. Right? Okay, so yeah. Look at this. So Anohana. I don't know what this is. The flower we saw that day, I have no idea. Attack on Titan, of course. It should be there, it's fucking great. Bakano, it says it's a Japanese light novel series, blah blah blah. The series, told from multiple points of view, is mostly set within a fictional United States across time, most notably the Prohibition era. I think I watched this movie a long time ago, but I'm not sure. I don't know. Berserk, it had to be there, of course. Bleach, well, okay. Bleach, I couldn't get into it, but I mean, yeah, Bleach is Bleach, right? And then here it is, Chainsaw Man. Well, I'll trust you guys. Somebody told me it gets really good later on, so okay, I'll trust that because 5 episodes in and it's not. No, Code Geass is great. I liked it a lot. It should be here, you know. Yeah, it deserves to be here. This is a really good anime. Let me just look at your comments. Hoofalong is telling the truth about solo leveling, no politics? Then I'll watch it. Record of Lotus War. Blood the Last Vampire. I still haven't seen that, man. Anyway, let's continue with the... You probably saw that, didn't you? You saw your own chat. Anyway, so... Cowboy Bebop. I think Cowboy Bebop, when it came out, was fantastic, but nowadays, I watched the movie like a few years ago for the first time ever, and I was like, yeah, it's good, I can see why people love it so much, but I wasn't like the biggest fan of it. I liked the show, but no. I cannot believe Cyberpunk Edge Runners is here, probably because of the animation, it's incredible. It's got a lot of fan service. Full nudity of the girl, I love that. I remember watching this. I think there's a second season coming soon, but it's probably gonna be trash. But yeah, Cyberpunk Edge Runners, I liked it. I'm not sure it should be here, but it's a good anime. Death Note, of course, you needed to be there. So here's Demon Slayer. A lot of people have mixed feelings about this anime. Like I only watched the first 2 seasons, you know, or 2 or 3 seasons. Not my cup of tea, to be honest. It's good, but it's too like demons have feelings, you know. Nah, couldn't get into it. Devilman Crybaby is super strongly recommended. It's one of the most fucked up anime series I've seen. This is phenomenal. I'm glad it's here. Of course, Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. Only those two. Like Dragon Ball GT. It's good. It's entertaining, but it's just not as good as Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball Super. I haven't seen it. I don't care about it. But yeah, original Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z are phenomenal. Fate Zero is the best fucking Fate anime ever by far. And it's one of my top 5 favorite anime series of all time. A must watch. FLCL? Never seen this. I don't know what this is. I've never seen this one. Fruits Basket 2019 anime? I have no idea what Fruits Basket? What a weird name. Fruits Basket? Of course, Full Metal Alchemist and Brotherhood are here. Great anime series I love them. Future Diary, really fucked up. I don't know, man. I never finished watching this. I only watched like 4 or 5 episodes and I thought it was really fucking stupid. The animation is great, the blood and gore, you know, but I don't know. This was like, no. It shouldn't be there. It's kind of overrated. The Count of Monte Cristo? I've never seen this one. Ghost in the Shell, of course, needed to be there. Gintama, classic. Yeah, I mean, it should be there. And here's Gurren Lagann. Like, I don't know, man. Yeah. It's not a bad anime, you know, but the girl's really hot. If you care that much about waifus, go and watch it because of the waifu. Haikyuu? What is this, a sports thing? Haikyuu? Never seen this. Hajime no LPPO? Boxing anime, look at this. I've never seen, I don't know what the fuck is this. Hunter x Hunter, yeah, it keeps getting recommended. I've never seen it. Inuyasha, no. Like, okay, I understand why it's there, but no, not for me. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, I couldn't get into it. I hated the animation, the character design. Every character looks gay as fuck. I don't know. It's really good though. It's a good anime. But nah, not for me. Not my cup of tea. Jujutsu Kaisen, people keep bringing this up. It's dark fantasy, right? Yeah, people keep recommending this to me. I haven't seen it. Kaguya-sama Love is War? I don't know what the hell is this, but okay, it's there. Konosuba, I've heard about this. I've never seen it, but it's there. Lupin the Third from the 1970s. Okay, I get it, you know. Is there a way to make this like a... Okay, so what are you guys seeing right now? My own fucking thing. Let me change that. This is how it looks for me, by the way. You're seeing this. This is it. So... oh my god, what do I do? I'm just gonna open another tab, you know. Give me a second. Another window capture. There we go. We're back. Okay. Okay, you can see the names of the anime series, right? And the name of the song currently playing. So let me take a look at the chat. Wow. It's a lot of comments. Anohana broke you? Okay. Berserk and Ninja Scroll, I've never seen that, but Berserk, of course. Code Geass. Naruto is probably there. I think I saw Naruto and Naruto Shippuden. You want a Shin Megami Tensei movie? Okay. Yeah, Devilman Crybaby, amazing anime, man. Amazing. Fully Cooley. Oh, I've heard about it. So that's the FLCL, right? Fully Cooley. I've never seen it. Fruits Basket is unorthodox romance. Okay. It's not my thing. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna watch it then. I like some romance, but yeah. Oh yeah, I watched the Count of Monte Cristo movie with Jim Caviezel many years ago. I watched that at theaters. Yeah, it was good. Interesting. Yeah, Lupin is still going? I have no idea. I think I will love Ninja Scroll. Maybe, right? Let's continue. So we had Made in Abyss. So Made in Abyss, there's also an action RPG on Switch and PS4 that we did get here in North America based on this anime. I don't know if I should play the game first or watch the anime first. I've heard it's about these kids, but it's fucked up. Oh, Haruhi Suzumiya. Okay, so this is back in my role-playing games, in my role-playing days when I was doing role-playing on forums and messengers and chats. A lot of people will role-play as this girl. I've never seen this anime. Mob Psycho 100. Never seen this one. Mob Psycho 100. Sounds fucking dark. I'll watch this. Mobile Suit Gundam. It needed to be there, of course. The original. Monster. I hated the ending passionately, but it's a great anime. Mushishi. I don't know what the fuck this is. Look at this. Mushishi. I have no idea what this is. My Hero Academia? Okay. I know the anime. I haven't seen it, but I know there's some games based on it. I don't know. So here's Naruto and Naruto Shippuden. Neon Genesis Evangelion. It needed to be there. One Piece. Okay. Not a fan, but there's like a million seasons, right? One Punch Man. I've seen most of the seasons. I think I've seen all of them. Phenomenal. It's so over the top and stupid. It's fucking great. Ouran High School Host Club. I don't know what this is. It says here Reverse Harem. I don't know. Paranoia Agent? Of course he needed to be there. Where's Psychopass? How? Psychopass is not here? You get the fuck out of here. Psychopass is not here? Should fucking be there, man. I know the third season was bad, but the first two seasons, man. Who made this fucking list? Parasite, amazing. This is a great anime. Parasite the Maxim, great anime. Pluto. It's a 2023 anime adaptation. Never seen this. Pokemon needed to be there. I mean, yeah, I don't like it, but Pokemon needed to be there. I'm surprised Digimon isn't there. Puella Magi Madoka Magica. This is a classic, yeah. I haven't seen this, and it's Magical Girls. I don't care about this, but I feel like it needed to be here. Ranma and a half is here? Well, okay. There you go, Ranma and a half. So no Magic Knight Rayearth isn't here. I'm surprised. Res Zero, people keep recommending this to me. I haven't seen this. Re Zero. Never seen this before. Rurouni Kenshin needed to be here. It's a classic from the 90s. Sailor Moon, of course. Samurai Champloo, of course. Fucking of course. I thought Samurai Champloo was older. I didn't know it was a 2000 anime. I thought it was like a 90s anime. Serial Experiments Lane is one of the most bizarre and confusing and fucked up anime ever made. I love it. Really recommend this one, but it's really hard to understand. It's super weird. Steins Gate is awesome. Great show. Tokyo Ghoul, yeah, it's good. I don't even understand why this is here, though. Tokyo Ghoul, one of the best anime of all time? I mean, it's good, but no. Trigon, amazing. I love it. The original 1998, of course. Vinland Saga, amazing. It needed to be here. I'm glad it's here. Violet Evergarden, I fucking love passionately. I love the character. I love the anime. I love the movies. I love everything about Violet Evergarden. I fucking love it. I love her. She's my true waifu. I'm glad it's here. The Vision of Escaflowne, of course, it's a classic. Your Lie in April. I don't know any. I don't know this anime. I've seen it before, but I've never watched it. Your Lie in April. Never seen it. And finally, Yu Yu Hakusho. It's a classic from the 90s. I'm fucking shocked Saint Seiya is not here. Why is he not here? It should be here. Saint Seiya is not here. Wow. If there's one anime that needed to be here, it's not because it's one of the most classic anime of all fucking history. It's not here. Saint Seiya. I'm shocked. Well, those are the best anime series of all time according to the consensus. According to the internet. According to I don't even know why. Like a lot of anime there are on point, but Saint Seiya not being there. No Detective Conan, exactly, Detective Conan. The little fuck, that's one of the most famous anime. It's been there for decades. No Ergo Proxy. Ergo Proxy isn't there. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Claymore? I love Claymore. It's one of my favorite shows of all time. I love Claymore, but I understand why it's not there. It was only one season. They never finished it. I understand why it's not there, but Saint Seiya, Detective Conan, Ergo Proxy. You gotta be kidding me, man. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood was there. Okay, I'll watch Anohana. Your Lie in April? Maybe. Anohana said, you said that it broke you, right? I'll probably watch it. Saint Seiya was praised in Latin America but not in the US. Oh, so that's a list based on the US? That's the best anime series according to the United States? Oh, no wonder it's kinda lame. The Zelda cartoon? Come on, man. That should be in the list of the worst animes. Yeah, according to Wikipedia. Exactly. Yeah, no wonder... Sailor Moon? It was there. Sailor Moon was there. Exactly, Shinji. Elfen Lied? Helsing? Helsing is not there? What? What? Phantom Requiem? Boogie Pop Phantom should be there. Durarara should be there. Have you guys seen Durarara? Amazing. Durarara. Well, okay, Durarara is not... Maybe it's not that... I mean, maybe it shouldn't be there, you know, but it's a great anime. I love it. Yeah, Doraemon. Doraemon should be... It's a classic. I haven't seen it, but... Black Lagoon should have been there, but again, Black Lagoon didn't finish. It was only one season and 2 OVAs. Black Lagoon should be there, I agree, but I understand why it's not there, you know. Monster was there. Frieren not there. Isn't Frieren a character from Res Zero? Anyway, there are some really important anime series missing in there. Like by far the most important one that's missing is Saint Seiya. Like how the fuck is it not there, man? It's just ridiculous. It's just imagine if, I don't know, what are the best JRPGs of all time according to a million websites in the world and some professionals and blah blah blah. Imagine being, okay, Chrono Trigger is there, Final Fantasy is there, Persona 4 is there, Persona 5 is there, but I don't know. Imagine the list not having Dragon Quest 8. Like Dragon Quest 8, I love it. It's not even in my own top 100, but it should be there, right? So imagine the list not having Dragon Quest 8. Or, I don't know, not having Star Ocean, the second story. Or fucking Xenogears. Exactly, not having Xenogears. This is the same. How is Saint Seiya not there, man? It's just... What the fuck, man? Like Magic Knight Rayearth? Okay, I get it, but Saint Seiya is not there? Like, Ergo Proxy should be there because it's my favorite anime of all time. And I'm shocked it isn't there. But it should be there. But Saint Seiya is like the... Like, get the fuck out of here. Witch Hunter Robin. Yeah, I watched it. I love her. I love Robin. It's not that great of an anime, though. That's an anime you watch for the girl. Even though there's no fan service in that anime. Maybe just the bare minimum. You know, but the character is so interesting. Robin herself. Yeah, Witch Hunter Robin. I loved it. That's a 2000 anime. Yeah. Americans have never seen Saint Seiya. Apparently not. We derailed from game topics. We can go back. Maybe with the super chat. We can get back on track on gaming and JRPG talk. They made a live action of Saint Seiya. I've never seen those movies, man. The Dragon Ball movie, the live action movie. I've never seen those. You know, they're always fucking garbage. Princess Mononoke. That's a movie. This list that you saw, Yum Yum, was about anime series, anime shows, not movies. Movies are not included. I think so. Princess Mononoke is a movie, right? But if it's an anime, it should have been there, right? You watched the Blue Reflection Ray anime recently. You found it incredibly boring. Even the games, if those games were not video games, they will be kind of boring, you know. They need the music and the gameplay mechanics to succeed. I love the Blue Reflection games, but I don't want to watch the anime. I was like, yeah. There's a live-action Sailor Moon. I didn't know that. There's a live-action Tekken, I believe, and a live-action Dead or Alive, which are pretty bad. Street Fighter sucks, you know. Favorite video game turned into anime? I don't know. Is there an anime based on any of my favorites? I think there's an anime based on Persona 3, so that's my answer. Yeah, that's my favorite anime of all time, bravo. Ergo Proxy. Fucking love it. My top 3, Ergo Proxy, Claymore, and Psycho-Pass. The first 2 seasons. Star Ocean 2 has an anime? I've never seen it. Wait a second. I haven't seen it, but I knew about it. I knew there's a manga and an anime, yeah. Death Note. I've never seen the live actions. I don't care for them. I only care about the anime. It's a good anime. It's a bit overrated, though. But it's a good anime. Very entertaining. I like it. Sakura Wars has loads of anime adaptations. Of course it does. Sakura Wars is like a huge deal in Japan. Darker Than Black is good. Yeah, I only watched the first season though. Gulliver Boy? Playful Kiss? Never seen it. I haven't seen the Trails in the Sky anime. Oh, Sakuna of Rise and Ruin. Sakuna! Not Sakura. Sakuna of Rise and Ruin. I haven't seen the anime. I played the game and beaten the game. Gantz, I fucking love. Like, I made an entire book based on it. Inspired by it. Like, I have a book called The Shattered Sky. It's a pretty short book, 50-something pages long. It's a bit rushed. You guys can read it for free if you want to. I wrote that like 10 years ago. Just type The Shattered Sky, Eric Landon, and you'll probably see it there. You can read it for free. And it's inspired by Gantz. I love Gantz. I think I did watch the Valkyria Chronicles anime, maybe only one episode. I think I only watched one episode. I don't like anime based on JRPGs when they tell the same story. Like, I've said this before, I'd rather just play the game. Like, I don't see the point in watching the anime, you know. I'd rather just play the game. If it's gonna be the same story, I'd rather play the game. An Eric Landon anime? What would the plot be? A plot, I don't know, man. A plot where I fight evil corporations like YouTube? Trails in the Sky is only 2 episodes? It's only 2 episodes? Really? If it's only 2 episodes, I'm gonna watch it. But I'm not gonna watch a 10, 12, 24 anime series, episode series, and the same story. Okay, so I'll watch it. There's also an anime based on Ys. That's apparently pretty good. I haven't seen it. The Trails in the Sky are OVAs, not an anime. Oh, gotcha. I'll probably watch them. There's a Tales of Vesperia anime, a Tales of Symphonia anime, and I think a Tales of Fantasia anime. The Fantasia anime I did watch. I also watched the Fire Emblem anime. Bubblegum Crisis is a classic from 1987. Bubblegum Crisis, it should have been in the list. It should have been in the fucking list. I agree. With girls, right? Oh, it's not an anime, it's a film. Tales of Vesperia movie. Okay. I imagine it's the same as in the game, right? The movie is based on the game. Like it's the same story. Yuri lives in the low part of a city and then meets Princess, rescues Princess, goes out into the... Yeah, Suikoden 2 anime is coming soon. I'll probably skip it. If it's the same as in the game, I'd rather play the game. Oh, the Vesperia film is a prequel? I didn't know that. Now I want to watch it. The Tales of Vesperia film is a prequel? Okay, now I'll watch it. I mean, not like the story in Vesperia is like top tier, you know? There's some Berseria? What, like a movie or an anime? I haven't seen any of the Sakura Wars anime. I have only played the games. Vesperia film is a bit dark. Ooh, now I want to watch it even more. What about Tales of Berseria? Is there an anime or a movie? If it is, I probably mentioned that when I did the video. 10 things you didn't know about Tales of Berseria. Oh, I want to watch the Ikitosen anime. I love the games. Really love the games. I can't wait to watch Ikitosen. Yeah, there was a Devil Survivor anime. Not Digital Survivor, Devil Survivor anime. It's pretty bad. I watched like 2 episodes, I think, and don't watch it. Don't bother. Play the game instead. The Tales of Berseria is just 1 episode flashback. Really? Flashback of what happened in the game when the kid gets killed? Ugh. Oh, it's a 12 episode anime. Oh, so which is it? It's just what, 1 episode? You're gonna make me look it up. I'll look it up. Top 10 best anime based on JRPG video? No, never. More like the other way around. JRPGs based on anime. I already did that video like 7 years ago, but I want to remake the video. Top 10 best anime common consensus versus your list? Nah. No one's gonna watch that. Anytime I do any type of content that isn't RPG related in this channel, it fails miserably. There's no point. More like top 100 best fan service JRPGs. What will be number 1? Probably... Well, no. Valkyrie Drive isn't an RPG. but it could be there. I could cheat and put it there in number 1. No, it will have to be something else. I don't know. Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Damn. The Suikoden series. So many sexy girls. Like Jean. What else? What is this music we're listening to right now? Earth Defense Force 2025 soundtrack. Wow. I don't know why, but I like this song a lot. It's really good. I don't know which JRPG I will put at number 1 when it comes to fan service. Mary Skelter, maybe? I don't know. I mean, you can't beat Mary Skelter, right? You did that mini game with the girls that was censored in the second game, I think so, and the third game it was completely removed. Fuck it, man. Omega Labyrinth, maybe? Should be there, but I haven't played it. I did play the first Mary Skelter, you know, but I never finished it. But I played enough to notice the fan service is like, holy shit. Dungeon Travelers? Yeah, there's also that. Crimson Girls? You mean Crimson Tears? Or did you mean Criminal Girls? No, Criminal Girls is fucked up, man. Half of the girls look like 10-year-olds. It's fucked up. Fuck that game. Dungeon Travelers, maybe, but I'm not sure. I have the same problem, you know. Girls look too young and it bothers me. Gunslinger Girls. Gunslinger Girls should have been in the list we saw. That's a phenomenal anime. I love it. So the music, the opening theme, that's a great anime. Gunslinger Girl. Love it. Oh, Crimson Girls is also a game. Really? I'm gonna Google it right now. Crimson Girls. Apparently it's an anime. But it's also a game. Anime. Let's check out the anime. No? I'm not seeing anything. Game? Is... why is it not finding anything? I'm gonna Google it. Oh, there we go. He wasn't... Brave wasn't showing anything. What the fuck? Crimson Girls. The fuck is this? What is this, man? I don't know what this is. I'm only seeing some Senran Kagura shit. Well, I fell for it. You guys made me look. Have you read the books of Gunslinger Girls? No, just the anime. I loved it. Yeah, Black Rock Shooter is also an anime. Okay, I'll forget about it. I should read the books. Maybe I will. I love Gunslinger Girls. I think it's great. Really liked it. You think so? Black Rock Shooter has one of the best graphics? Like Soul Trigger has great graphics, you know, especially if you're playing the game upscaled, but I wouldn't say it's got one of the best graphics on the system. Do you read any light novels? No. Do you remember the channel Animax? Probably no. I don't think so. Was that in Mexico? This is from Dark Wizard. Yeah, it is Crystal. It's a really difficult and a bit boring strategy RPG, but it's good. I will love Coyote Ragtime show. Coyote Ragtime? What is that? The Looney Tunes Coyote? Wily Coyote? What are the best graphics on PSP when it comes to JRPGs? Hexis 4's, really pretty good looking graphics. Yeah. I'll have the Crisis Core. Yeah, I'm more into unique art styles and pixel art. That maybe Soul Trigger has fantastic graphics, and Last Ranker, great graphics. Kingdom Hearts. The music bar has gone from the bottom of the screen. There. This is from Cross Tales. Do you have a video where you encourage people to give a second chance on a game they quit, but on another console because of the improvements? How will I call the video? That's the longest name ever for a video, was. I don't have that video though. But if I did, how would I call it? Did you beat Wizardry on PS2? Oh, no. Wizardry on PS2 is one of the hardest JRPGs ever made. Riviera the Promised Land looks good. Yeah, Yggdra Union looks better. But yeah, it looks good on PSP. Visually redeemed JRPGs? Nobody will click on that video. What's that? Leave it to all those JRPG channels. They always steal ideas from anywhere. Oh, it's an anime. Yeah, I want a full translation from Last Ranker. Me too, man. What little I played for like an hour and a half, I mean, it looked really good, really interesting. But it's just impossible. That whole quest with the guy in the forest, it isn't even translated. I mean, look at Soul Trigger, for example, isn't fully fan translated, but it's playable and understandable, despite its problems. But Soul Trigger, I mean, Last Ranker is like, how do you even play this? With a guide only. Is there a game where the graphics exceeded your expectations of the console it was released on? Yeah. I remember... what's the name of this fucking game? MS Saga. I mean, the MS Saga game on PS2, the graphics aren't impressive, but for some reason when I first played that game I was like, dude, this looks like a PS3 game. I don't know. I probably mentioned a bad example, you know, but Rogue Galaxy was also pretty impressive. It looked great with the graphics on a PlayStation 2 game. I remember Rogue Galaxy, Odin Sphere. Odin Sphere blew the fuck out away from me, you know. But not because of the console it was released, but because the graphics were so fucking beautiful. Odin Sphere. Vagrant Story, I disagree. It looks great. I don't know, man. I think Vagrant Story looks ugly as hell. Will you ever open a P.O. box? There are no P.O. boxes here where I live. If I did, and you guys sent something, I will have to, like, travel there to pick it up. And I will have to pay for it. It's not like a lot of people send me stuff, you know. I don't see a point in buying or paying for a P.O. box. They charge you for it here in Mexico. And the shipping, the postal service is so far away here that there's just no point. But I do have a special address if you guys want to send stuff. You know, like bombs, poison to kill me, you know, dead bodies, I don't know, whatever, dildos, drugs, you know, stuff like that. You know, I do have an address. I can give it to you, so you can sell all of that stuff and attempt to kill me. No problem. If you made a top 10, top 20 JRPG of all time, will Xenogears be on the list? Top 20 JRPGs of all time, like my 20 personal favorites? No, Xenogears wouldn't be there. Go to my blog, click on my blog, and go to the RPG scores section. And you can see my top 20 in there. Xenogears is not there. What a great song. This is from Mind Zero. This is a dungeon crawler RPG on PS Vita and Steam. It's also on Steam. I'm gonna play this game. I'm gonna play this game live. You know, I want to give it another chance. The last time I didn't get very far because it's a dungeon crawler. You know, it's like not my cup of tea. But people were harsh, very harsh with this game because it kind of feels like a Persona game, but only in terms of characters. Like, in terms of characters, it's a bit of a Persona ripoff, but in everything else, it's its own game. I don't know, I don't think it's a bad game. Mind Zero. Stylized as Mind Zero. But no more super chats? Then I'm leaving. It's been 2 hours, so I'm leaving. Last chance to make me stay a little bit more. Undernauts. Yeah, Undernauts is a great dungeon crawler. I didn't finish it. I was like, no. In fact, I didn't even get far because it's just not my cup of tea, you know. I'm not really into dungeon crawlers. But what I loved about Undernauts, and I said that in the video where I reviewed it, is that it's fucked up. It's super dark, it's mature rated. I like it. I like the idea behind it. I wish it could have been a different type of RPG, not a dungeon crawler. If you're gonna give me something dark and fucked up and mature with gore and messed up monsters and shit, you know, make it a normal RPG, like turn-based action strategy. But dungeon crawler, no! Undead Darlings? I think I've heard about it, but I don't think I ever played it. Some big streamer on Twitch had a PO box and someone sent him a dead pig head. You see, people are fucked up, dude. Yeah, Undead Darlings. What was that? Undead Darlings. No Cure for Love. This looked with chibi characters and shit. Oh man. No, definitely not my cup of tea. But I didn't know this game existed. It's on Switch. Switch. Steam. Interesting. Do you like the band Five Finger Death Punch? No, I don't think I know it, but I've never heard any song by those guys. What makes you think Last Ranker has so much depth? Well, yeah, the only thing that I don't like about Last Ranker is that you have no party members. Like, oh, okay, the battle system wouldn't make any sense if you had party members, but still, they could have figured something out, you know, to at least have one partner or something. I didn't like that it was just one character per battle, you know. But yeah, it's a really interesting game. Developed by Imagipuck. The same guys that did Soul Trigger, Fate Extra, Luminous Arc, Stella Glow, Arc Rise Fantasia, Time and Eternity. Labyrinth of Refrain is a good dungeon crawler. It is. I couldn't really get into it. I put like 6 hours into it, 5 or 6 hours. In the end, I just couldn't. I just can't with dungeon crawlers. They bore me for some reason. But it's got some fucked up fan service in there. But I didn't like that the fact that the protagonist. Well, I'm not gonna spoil anything. But I didn't finish the game, but I spoiled myself with the ending. And I was like, I'm glad I never finished this game. The ending sucks. It just sucks, man. It stinks! It stinks! Fucking sucks, stinks! So I'm glad I never finished the Labyrinth of Refrain. I have it on PS4 and Switch though. Alright, Eternal Poison, Gates of Hell. Thanks for being the last song of today's stream. That was amazing. I'm leaving, guys. Have a great weekend. I enjoyed the stream. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Take care. See you next time.